Happy that women are starting to finally break out of the matrix and realize modern day feminism is meant to literally break and destroy us. The reason we are all so f***ed up and unhappy is because we are going against nature, and nature will always prevail and will always win. But that is like true. It's like so funny that it took this long for these things to start to become mainstream ideas. You don't need to be a girl boss. That shit's disgusting and embarrassing. Cut it out.
Being single at 46 sucks. And I'm tired. And I make jokes about the buffoons that I have been encountering in dating. But in reality, this is my reality. This is my reality. All the good men have gotten married in their 20s and 30s because they're good men.
I say this with my chest, there are far more women struggling to find love in relationships than men. Yes, I agree, bad men exist, but these men are created, not born. And I'll tell you what's causing this: toxic feminism. What feminism does is simultaneously teach women to detest masculine traits in men, but cultivate them in themselves. So for instance, a man that cheats is trash, but a woman who cheats is a bad bitch. Or a man that sexualizes women is misogynistic, but a woman should sell her nudes online and she's a bad bitch. But the biggest problem with feminism is that it makes women reject their feminine traits. So they no longer want to be loyal or nurturing. As a result, we're breeding a generation of men who no longer aspire to provide, protect, and most importantly, respect women because they can access them and replace them. So yes, men are struggling to find love, but it might be because this generation of women...
Feminism is a scam. A few years ago, I was an angry, blue-haired feminist. I once believed that male privilege was real and that I was a victim of the wage gap. Now that I understand the true motives of feminism, I know that this could not be further from the truth, and that modern-day feminism is a war on true masculinity. Before women had the right to vote, most were stay-at-home wives, which meant they weren't working jobs and couldn't be taxed. Our overlords didn't like that. Rockefeller started funding feminist campaigns in media, and as a consequence of the movement, women started entering the workforce and leaving the home. Children would then be separated from their parents and sent to Rockefeller-funded schools to be indoctrinated by the state. All of this ultimately disrupting the family unit at its core. Feminism is defined as the belief in social, economic, and political equality of the sexes. But in the West, I must ask, what rights do men have that women don't? Modern feminists are convincing women that hookup culture, using hormonal birth control, and not shaving is liberation. That toxic masculinity is prevalent and the patriarchy must be dismantled. Through movies and media, we're taught that working for the man, climbing the corporate ladder, and paying tax is more empowering and valuable than raising the next generation. Women have lost touch with our natural loving instincts, and birth rates are plummeting. Men and women are not the same. And by protesting for equality of outcome rather than opportunity, feminists...
So I'm at the beach and I see all these families and all these couples and this husband making his wife truly and all this stuff, and I just look and go, what the hell did I do so wrong in a past life that I can't find that for myself? Look, I get tired of being asked, why am I single? Let's just ask my mother. Mom, why am I single? How much time do you have? Damn.
I have friends and family that always tells me, you're so lucky to be single and have no kids. But I got something to show you. Sorry to say, but the lucky one are you. Because you have somebody who's waiting for you at home, whether it's your husband or your kids, whether they drive you crazy, whether you feel like you don't got time for yourself. Believe me, the lucky one is you. At least you could eat on the table full of people who loves you, not by yourself. Living in an empty house, not having nobody to cater to. So think twice before you tell somebody that's single that they live in the life, because you don't know how envy they are of you, wishing they did find that one true love, someone who to build a family and have kids.